The New England Patriots in 2024 can be summed up with this one thing. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. This is Sports Talk Patriots on the daily, pushing out that content, win or lose, to people just like you. So do me a favor, if you have not, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment below. Today, what we're going to be talking about, the unfortunate loss for the New England Patriots in Scottsdale, Arizona. The Cardinals winning 30-17 against the New England Patriots. And I'm going to jump right into what is that obvious thing? What is the definition of the New England Patriots in 2024? And it might be a little different for you. You might be thinking something else, but I don't think you are. I'm going to jump right to it right now. Start of the third quarter, New England Patriots get the ball, and they have a little spunk. They have a little life. They drive down the field, 9 plays, 66 yards. They take up almost 4.5 minutes, and they get to 4th and 1. Technically, they're at 3rd and 1. They rush it. I thought they got it. They didn't get it. They end up running it again. The A-gap, Stevenson, they get stuffed. Boom, turnover on downs. Now you're probably saying, Aaron, yeah, that was miserable. That was awful. But how does this one thing define the Patriots this whole year? Because there have been moments they've given us hope. And then when you think, just maybe, we can get some points. We can prove some people wrong. We can have a little, excitement. It's all taken away. And it is incredibly frustrating. Time after time. And if you look at this game, this is also the story of the New England Patriots in 2024, is missed opportunity after missed opportunity. So in the first half, first drive, pretty solid first drive. Field goal, missed by Joey Sly. 53 yards, regardless, you're a professional kicker, make it. Next possession, 3 plays, punt. Next possession, 3 plays, punt. Get it again, 12 plays, 48 yards, not too bad. Take up a good chunk of the clock. Get a field goal, put it within 1, and that is the first half. And so when it comes down to it, you look at those 3 first possessions and then the first possession at the start of the third quarter, and it's abysmal. It is abysmal. Now, we know that there's a lot of issues, and especially with this one, the glaring thing is 4th and 1. They know what you're doing. Unless you're going to do a play action, you're going to do a little bootleg, and you're going to hit a tight end on like a chip route that's going out. But when it comes down to it, they knew what they were doing. It was just smash mouth football. As they say in Big Ten country, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. So when it comes down to it, they knew what was going on. It's our offensive line versus their defensive line. And then the other glaring, obvious thing for the Patriots is the offensive line. They can't get a push, and they can't get the first down. That has been the New England Patriots in 2024, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking at me like, Aaron, you're an idiot. We know. I just want to remind you. But again, there is hope. This team does have potential. Again, there are teams, believe it or not, in my opinion, that are much worse in the National Football League. And there are some areas on this team that the Patriots will help them set them up for success in the future. 1 being Drake May, 2 being Christian Gonzalez. In other positions, Barmore. I'm loving me some Marcus Jones. We'll talk about him in a minute. Ramondre Stevenson is not that bad. Hunter Henry. There are pieces. This organization needs to put them together. We talked about Elliott Wolf. In this offseason, if he still has his job, the most important thing is the offensive line, a number 1 wide receiver, and probably an edge rusher would be the top 3 in my opinion. If he does not, hold up his side of the bargain and put people around. Listen, the Patriots are set up in this offseason. They have their star quarterback. They have other pieces here and there. They have the most cap space in the NFL going into the offseason. They are in a much better position than a lot of teams that are in the bottom of the barrel of the NFL. I have hope. I think a lot of you have hope. But the question is, can they put it together? Aaron, aren't you supposed to be talking about the Cardinals Patriots? Yes. Let me jump back into that. Sorry, I get on my soapbox, I get off. I get on, I get off. I get on, I get off. Anyways, Drake May, there was a lot of passes he made that looked great. He was perfect for a lot of the game. That interception, I don't think is his fault. Booty had it. He bobbled it. Then it was picked off. The one he dropped right in the basket for Kendrick Bourne up the sideline was beautiful. We already know. I'm preaching to the choir right now. Aaron, we know Drake May has what it takes. Yes, 100%. Him rolling out of the pocket to Demario Douglas, pop, and doing the little shuffle pass, beautiful. Him running in for the score, even though it was a little too late, also awesome. He has what it takes. Jalen Polk, one target. I'm losing hope a little bit. He's going to have to make a lot of moves this offseason or the next 3 games. Next 3 games are not going to be pretty, folks. These are playoff teams. The Cardinals, they're 7-7. A lot of things still could happen. They could technically still make the playoffs. It's going to be tough for them. But you look at the Bills and you look at what the Bills did to the Detroit Lions, even though the Detroit Lions have a very banged up defense. And then you have the Chargers, who just took a L and are probably upset and want a good spot in the playoffs. And so these teams are not going to be coming in just thinking, oh, it's the Patriots. They look back at history and say this team has whooped us, so we're gonna have some payback. And 2, they want a good spot in the playoffs, so they are gonna come in with guns blazing. So it's not going to be easy treading for Jalen Polk moving forward. Let me get into some notes. Sorry, I'm all over the place after this game. Notes, first of all, it was downhill after the missed field goal. Very frustrating. We know the 3 and outs. Again, the play that defined this season, in my opinion, that bottled it all up. And if you had to explain to anyone, this was the one play that pretty much explains the whole season, was that 4th and 1 when they got stopped. It was a turnover on downs. They could have scored there, could have really turned the game around. That seems like what it was every single time, every single game they lost. It was just awful. Again, technically there were 2 of 3 in the red zone. They just could not get into the red zone. So upsetting. Ben Brown had some trouble with the snaps. If you're a Michigan fan, you've heard that quote before. I don't want to trigger you, but Ben Brown, trouble with the snap more than once. It was kind of rough to watch. Again, Cole Strange would have been interesting to see him, and maybe it will be interesting to see him at center after that performance by Ben Brown. Again, the offensive line, there was one sack in particular that just looked horrendous. I believe it was from Lowe on the left side that literally it didn't even seem like he did anything. He went into pass pro, and then the guy went through and absolutely rocked Drake May. Rough to see. Defensively, Christian Gonzalez, if we look over at Mr. Maserati Marv, 2 catches, 32 yards. He did have a nice under route catch, which I think that was that one for 23 yards that Christian Gonzalez was trailing him on. But besides that, there was 2 balls that were thrown to him in the end zone that Christian Gonzalez was on him, and he didn't catch it. Even the announcers at one point were like, they should not throw it to him when Christian Gonzalez is on him. He locked him down. Christian Gonzalez is a dog. Again, someone that this team, this organization needs to build around. They need to see they got a star on offense in Drake May. They got a star in Christian Gonzalez. These 2 should be tried and true future Pro Bowlers, possibly all pro players. And when it comes down to it, they need to put people around them. Again, there was opportunities that the Patriots had where they could have tied the game. They could have put more pressure on the Cardinals. But again, defensively, they just looked bad. They had a lot of missed tackles. It was very frustrating to watch. James Conner literally had a field day with them, especially when it came to their backs against the wall in the red zone. It was crazy to watch. Literally, I believe it was 2 drives in a row by the Cardinals. He scored a touchdown. They had their way with him. defensively. It didn't look great. Besides Christian Gonzalez and maybe a few other plays, it did not look great. And so when it comes down to it, again, as this video is titled, like this is the New England Patriots in 2024. Now, we could sound cheesy like someone not too long ago saying the whole turn the page thing, whatever. But I'm not going to use that cheesy line because it's cheesy. But I will say this. I'm glass. I've been drinking a lot of water, but that glass is half empty. But I'm a glass half full type person. I see hope in this team. Even though I thought, there was a chance they won this game, and the spread was 5.5 to the Cardinals, and I said, I don't know, that might be a little too high. Again, I am proved wrong. You need to look at me. Someone needs to get on FaceTime with me and be like, Aaron, you need to stop being an idiot with these spreads. Luckily, I'm not betting them because I don't bet them, any of my teams, just because it gets way too emotional and all that stuff in it. But anyways, that being said, I want to leave you with this. We see what the 2024 Patriots are, defined by, in my opinion, that play sums up the whole season. But we need to look forward and see the great potential that could be had with this organization if they choose to really put people around people like Drake May and Christian Gonzalez. So my question for you is, again, would you agree in that statement I made when it comes to that play where it was 4th and 1, that kind of sums up the year for the New England Patriots? If not, give me another play. It might not be from this game, might be from another game as well. What are you? We're going to leave on a positive note, ladies and gentlemen. What are you most hopeful for in this organization? Comment below. I want everyone watching this video. Hopefully you made it all the way to this part. I know I've been ranting today. Usually I feel like my videos are a little more organized. I was all over the place today, taking notes during the game and stuff, just kind of getting frustrated just because it's, again, you have hope and then it's crushed. But I want to leave on a positive note. So if you're at this point, I want you to comment below. What are you most hopeful moving forward with this organization going into next year? What are you most hopeful for? And shoot, it's the holiday season, so I guess we got to be a little joyful. So that being said, tell me what you think. Comment below. Hit that like button. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. You guys rock. I truly appreciate you guys. Go Pats. This is Sports Talk Patriots. My name's Aaron. We'll talk later. Peace.